Hi, everybody. It's Colleen Pearl, the Cool Crone, and you are watching the Cool Crone Oracle. And I'm joined tonight by Marina, Val, and Cleo. Gerald is on vacation, and we are going to carry on without him. So before we get into the questions, I'm going to ask everybody to say hello and tell us what's going on with them. And so, Marina, hello. How are you?
Hello. I am great. I am great. Really, really look forward to this show. So what's going on with me and my channel is the June 1st is the start of the 3rd edition of Achieving Union course. And it's designed to be basically self-regulated. You decide how much time you're going to put in. And it involves a short 5 to 10 minute video every day with a couple exercises that you can do. And the whole point of it all is that at the end of the 30 days, you should have a much closer union with spirit so that you can tell the difference from when spirit is guiding you or telling you something versus just, outdoor noise or whatever else it is.
Nice.
So, yeah, you can sign up by sending me an email, or you can go to my Marina at
Marina's heartcenteredtarot.com.
Yes, my webpage, marinasheartcenteredtarot.com. And you can sign up on there. So that's the big thing for me this week.
Beautiful. That's great. Hi, Cleo. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. What's going on in your channel?
Well, on my channel, nothing right now, but I've got a couple videos up there that I need more viewers. I need more subscribers. So please come to my channel and do that. Today's show is being streamed to my channel.
Nice.
On Monday, I have the Mystic Four, and on Thursday, I have the Golden Girls with Marina and Val and Sherry, and we just have a good time on that one. And you haven't put my June schedule together yet. So I don't know what's happening after that, but that covers the week. And I'm also pushing and promoting Marina's classes that she's having, because it fits right in with my channel of when I'm trying to get everybody involved with spirit guides. And so everybody needs, if you're having trouble making that connection, or if you want to know more about it, you should go to Marina's channel or website and sign up for that. And that's about it.
Great. Wonderful.
Thank you, Cleo.
Yeah, thanks. And hey, Val, I'm sorry I kept you waiting backstage. How are you? Do you forgive me? And what's going on your channel?
I just have Arthur tonight at 6 o'clock Pacific time, 9 o'clock Eastern.
Perfect.
Nice. Very good. Okay. I have a bunch of stuff. We have the Mystic Four next Monday, which is Memorial Day. No, is it?
It's Memorial Day, 27th.
The celebration of Memorial Day. So we have that. And we have a couple of other things going on. And the next Friday, I think, is going to be Polyterology. And that means that we're looking forward to another show of Reveal the Future in June, and another show of The Real Psychics of YouTube in June. And if you are subscribed to my channel, you'll get all of my notifications, which come on Instagram, Facebook, and from YouTube, and from StreamYard. So if you're missing my programs, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
You really are not subscribed. So make sure you're subscribed. I'm very close to 5,000 subscribers. I'd really like a little boost so that I can get there and stop talking about it. So please subscribe. All right. So I don't know that we have a super lot of questions, but we do have some questions. I'm just going to take a peek here and see if there's any other questions. I have that.
Hello, Gerald. Thanks for stopping by.
There he is.
Yes. Don't talk about him anymore, okay?
Yeah.
I don't believe any of the things Val said about him personally. Yeah.
Okay, so we're just gonna go to town on one question. So usually we have people who are asking questions on the shows where we're not taking questions.
Yes.
So this is kind of a change of pace for us. But if you do have a question, please put it in the chat in all caps. And unfortunately for all the chatters, I'm the person who's moderating the comments. So you have to wait until I look at it. You know me, how terrible I am at it. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try.
Well,
So,
maybe since we don't have a bunch of questions yet, we should broaden the thing. Instead of just personal questions, just ask anything you want.
that's a good idea. Great. Okay.
Yep.
That's a great.
Absolutely.
And Scampy Boy, wonder if that's a.
Yeah. What? I don't know. What time do we all get naked? We already did. You missed it.
Yeah. You blinked, you missed it. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, we do have one question, so we can go ahead and do this one. I'll just put it up here. Denise Lynn 67. You must have read my mind. What is the energy around a future business with acoustic healing, Reiki, or I think you mean shaman, or shaman, using any gifts or psychic mediumship? Thanks, D. Well, we can all read on this and all give you an answer. So if you just give us a couple minutes, and again, I'm sorry, I forgot the Jeopardy music. So you just have to give us just a minute. Although Val and Cleo may have something. Marina may have something. It's just me and Slowpoke.
Yeah. What?
So anybody, if you're ready, just spit it out.
I'm feeling like, excuse me. As soon as I read the question, this is a very good business. This is you will get a lot of attention with this kind of business.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming this is something you're going to do, Denise, that you're interested in doing. And if that's the case, go for it. It's a good time. It's got really positive energy all around it. And I think you'll do well.
Yeah, I have to say, I get the same thing about it. Just aligning with the idea of it. And you definitely will bring a lot of comfort and lighten people's energy up. So I assume by acoustic healing, you're talking about using sound and that kind of thing. I don't know if that's correct, but that's what I'm seeing. And you can even do that on Zoom or long distance. Absolutely. Because that vibration, if they have, earphones in, they can really feel it all. So I think that is a very, very, very popular way to shift your energy right now. It's easy. People like that. So go for it.
Yeah. And I get feeding crows, and this is all about transformation. So if this is something that you have been thinking about, mulling around, I'm getting the sense that the acoustic healing Reiki would be a little more appealing to people. I think using the other psychic gifts and so on, it is great, but you don't want to offer a plethora of things. People like simple. So tell me what you do in one sentence. So I think this is telling you, focus. Decide what it is that you want to focus on. I like the acoustic healing, and go forward. Go forward with that. That's what I get.
Great. Yeah, Denise, I, like you, have a variety of tools in my toolbox, and I agree with Marina. It is confusing to people to try to offer too many things. So what is happening for me personally is I focus on one thing that I'm fairly strong at, and I just let all the other things come in as they will, so that they help the person. So the person isn't paying for all a la carte services. They're paying for my energy and my information. But the cards that I got for you are just amazing. Ace of Pentacles. So this is going to be good for you financially. But we also got the Seven of Swords. So there's going to be, once you get started, you are going to feel a bit like you have to defend your territory a little bit. You know what? That is such an old school paradigm. So, really upfront, write out some affirmations for yourself to just kind of obliterate that. But, it's like in this world that we're in, there are so many people who need healing, so many people who are searching and just trying to understand what is going on with me? What is this like raising my vibration? What is enlightenment? What is all of this connection to my guides? People are really, some people fear it, some people are curious and amazed by it, but they all need some answers. And healing is usually what they need because there's usually a block in the form of something that needs to be healed before they can move forward. And you probably will be a good conduit for these people to get to their destination. So I think that's what the Seven of Swords is about, that you will feel like, maybe there's competition or something. No, because we're all here with unique gifts. There really isn't competition. It's for people who are coming for your services. It's like a Chinese food menu, column A, column B, column C.
Yeah.
Although as I say that sounds like I'm in a 1950s movie, because I don't think the menus are like that anymore either. But you can offer all of this stuff through probably the first thing you said, acoustic healing. How cool is that? Who offers that?
Yes.
You're saying specifically that you're doing healing, and acoustic implies sound. So I think a lot of people would be interested in that. And Reiki, that gives you some legitimacy, right? People know that you get certified to do Reiki. So they're going to feel like, okay, she's not completely woo woo. She's got the Reiki in there too.
Yeah.
And that's like, you have to get a license or something for that. That's what most people are thinking. Then you get the Two of Pentacles. So once you do start getting the money thing, getting off the ground, you'll probably go through some shifts of what do I do with the money? If you're just using it to live, then hooray, you're going to have money to live. But you may want to be putting the money back into the business to develop it, because once you get going and getting off the ground, it's going to go in stages. Like I say, you'll have that infant stage, and then it gets a little bigger.
Yeah.
Then a few years later, a little bigger. And then we end up with the Six of Pentacles. You're going to end up, I think, working with kind of a consortium of other healers and readers, where maybe you share space, like you rent a common space, so that not one of you has to foot the bill every month for renting a one space. But I do see very much that you're gonna create a nice business model where you're sharing resources with other like-minded healers and readers. And just that little community is very, very helpful for you. But don't feel, even in that grouping, don't feel that you're in competition with them. You're not. You're in consortium with them. You're in consort with them. And I think that's kind of the future path for you. But good luck to you. And it sounds like a wonderful idea. And can you come to me and do some acoustic healing? Because I could use that.
Yeah.
Or long distance, like Val said. Let's do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So for the next question, Colleen, Vicky Howell has a question that I'm interested in. And she said, would love to know if YouTube is oversaturated with readers, or is it a good time to start a channel?
Okay. All right.
Question?
Yeah, I can't. Well, do you know what time that came in? So I can find
4:10.
it. What's that?
4:10.
Okay, I'm going there. I'm going there. I think I'm going there. Here's one. Going there. What was the name again?
Vicky Howell.
There it is. See it. Just as you said her name, my eyes lighted on her. Okay, so there's that. There's that.
Book.
Oh.
I think we have a few.
I'm getting them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so nice of all of you to put in the chat to go to our channels and hit the like button. But can you put those things in upper lowercase and let people with questions put things in caps? Because it's confusing to try to find the questions.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for
Yes,
saying that for us. I
absolutely.
really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Really appreciate that. Okay, so we've got a few questions up here, and I'm going to put up Vicky, that was the person, Cleo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put Vicky's up right now. And sorry for that little delay, but without Gerald here, I'm just, it's just,
I know.
it's just
You're doing
me.
just fine. You're doing just fine.
It's just me, and I'm really bad
Yeah.
at this. Okay. All right. So Cleo, go nuts.
So Vicky, so Vicky wants to know if YouTube is oversaturated with readers, or is it a good time to start a channel? Vicky, I am so glad you asked this question, because this is what I am totally focused on. I have been saying that we're going to get more and more and more psychics on YouTube, because that is the energy that's going on right now. We really need these psychics to come onto YouTube, because in my thinking, from my channel, I'm talking about spirit guides, and we're trying to put a big spotlight on spirit guides. But also, you know, everybody comes up with a little bit different answers and a little bit different information that really can help people. So this is a great time to get into YouTube, and you'll see more and more and more people coming in. It's not oversaturated by any means, and if you're interested in doing that, go for it. It'll be very helpful. We need everybody we can to come into, all the psychics to come into YouTube.
Well, I have to say, Vicky, right away, they're telling me absolutely. And here's the thing: everyone has an audience. Every single person who is out there has their own people that are going to love them and want to hear them. And here's the message a different way through that one person. So they're telling me connect. That your presence is definitely going to be felt and needed, and believe it. Believe that. Then what's the next card? Celebrate, because you're going to do fantastically. You're going to find your place. And all these readers you've been in the chat on all their channels, they'll have you on. Just, email, throw them an email. So you're going to get a leg up, we'll say. And you're going to do fantastically. And I know you have wonderful things to share. So, Vicky, go for it.
Absolutely. I totally agree. What you are offering is energy, and you're going to resonate with different people. There's nothing wrong with that, because not all of us like the same thing all the time. So me delivering a message to someone may not resonate with them the same way that if you delivered the same message. So absolutely go for it. You won't know what you can achieve until you try. And one of the things that I sort of talked myself into before I got on YouTube was, okay, what's the worst thing that could happen? The worst thing that could happen is I start a channel and nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Okay, it could happen, but then maybe I'd fly. If it doesn't work out, I don't know any of these people. So it's not like I'm going to run into any of them on the street who are going to say, hey, you're the failure on YouTube, right? So absolutely go for it. Believe that you can do it. Believe that you can achieve it. And yeah, it's not overly saturated. You're going to do just fine.
Beautiful. Well, I do see that you're going to do this. I agree with what everybody else is saying. Yes, there are a lot of people, or it seems like there are a lot of people. But let's take this in context. There are billions of people in the world. So how many is
Yes.
many? How many cuisines are there in the world? How many languages are there in the world? And we're discovering new languages, light language, right? There's so much out there that people need to learn about. Like I was telling the previous sitter that, we all have something to offer, and so many people need healing right now and need understanding and messages. So don't hesitate. Whatever you have to offer, your audience will find you, and you will get energy from them as well. Now, in your reading, you get the 9 of Pentacles. You're going to start off great guns, and then you're going to find out that there's a lot of hard work involved, because there is a lot of hard work involved in doing a channel. But if you can do a lot of that in those first few months where you're really excited, you'll make good use of your energy. um, I do want to warn you though, you will hit a point where you feel like, oh, this is just too much. I don't know if I'm really the right person for this, or you'll doubt yourself. Now, this is one dark side of the coin, right? You have to be able to look at these paradigms as a two-sided coin. On one side, you can look at it through the lens of 3D world, muggle world. This is what I've known on the planet all my life, and this is what I see other people doing. People, by and large, they're good at heart, but they're negative in their outlook. They don't really have much hopes for life, right? When people begin to get turned on to a more enlightened way of looking at the world, they're very hopeful, they're very happy, they're very optimistic. So that's the other side, is that in the face of difficulties, of challenges, of this dualistic muggle thinking, you have to show the light. You have to be the light. You have to show the light. You have to bring the love to your audience. Don't let them pull you back down into the 3D world if you don't want to be there. So that's going to be a challenge for you. And then once you get over that hump, it's really good. It's really good. You do a complete turnabout, a big change. You get the world card, and then you get the 10 of hearts, which is like the 10 of cups of this deck. So you will have a big challenge, but maybe that's why you're doing this. Maybe that's your part of your journey where you need to confront this and really, for once and for all, say to yourself, yes, I am an enlightened being. I am the light. I can bring the light, and I can bring the love. It's a very strong message I get for you, Vicki. Go for it.
Yeah.
You know, and Vicki, I was just thinking as I was rereading your question, your spirit guides are encouraging you to do this. And maybe you didn't pick it up from there, but you might want to have a little chat with spirit and find out what they want you to do, because they are totally supportive of this and they want you to start a channel on YouTube.
And why do you think they had you come to watch my show tonight?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
And look at us. You don't have to do everything by yourself.
No.
You know, you can form a group and do things with the group. It's really, really great for your energy. It makes reading really much more fun when you're not just you and a camera and staring at a wall, you know. Make it as fun as you can for yourself.
Yeah. Okay. So when you get your channel, come on back and talk to us. And
yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, let's go to the next one. Let me see. What do I have at the top here? So we did Vicki, we did that, and we did Denise. Okay. So we're going to look at Gala 1 or Gala I? Gala I. Will my granddaughter find a job? Well, we should be able to figure that out, right? Where's my pendulum? There it is.
Well, assuming she's looking for a job and she desires to have a job, the job is there for her. If she's not interested in that, it's not going to happen. So it's got to be up to her to get out there. But yeah, definitely there's more than one job out there for her. And if she's been struggling to find a job, just keep hitting the pavement, going out there, getting your resume going, and the job is there for her.
I totally agree with Cleo. She has to speak up, align herself with it, and also ask for help. These are things that will set her in the right direction and toward the right jobs. So there has to be action on her part to actually put the energy out there in a really or authentic way, like with her heart, want a job. So hope that helps, Gayla.
Yeah, absolutely. I think she will find a job. She's got to reevaluate her skills and, you know, make sure that if there's any upgrading or things that might benefit her, that, you know, an extra class here or there, absolutely go ahead and do that. But there is, I think that she does find find a job that is going to make her happy. I get the Ace of Cups, and that tells me that there's a good deal of friendship, or it's a good place that she ends up. It's very emotionally fulfilling for her when she ends up there. So, but yeah, she will just take time.
Yeah. Gayla, something that Cleo said at the beginning of her answer to you was, is she looking? Does she want to get a job? And I think that she is in a place where she's not quite sure what she wants. And so she's kind of holding back. She's not giving 110% on the search, on the interviews, on the just figuring it out and asking questions and asking for help. She's not quite there yet because there's something in her mind that she thinks she has to make some, I don't know how old she is, but it feels like she needs to make a decision that's for the rest of her life. She's just going to be,
Yeah.
ball and chain to this job, the next thing that she gets. The world isn't like that. You might explain to her that most people don't keep jobs for 20 years anymore. Most people are lucky if they stay 5 years someplace. Most people are hopping around a lot because we live in a different kind of economic environment than we used to. And so once she can kind of decide like, okay, so maybe this is kind of like riding a bike. I'm going to put on my trainer wheels and get a job that's for now that just kind of gets me going. And then once I'm in the workforce, you know what they say, and I think even my grandparents said this, the more you work, the more you work. When you have a job, you can get a job. When you don't have a job, it's real hard to get that ball rolling up. It just doesn't want to move. So something in motion continues to stay in motion, but something not in motion is just dead still. So give her the freedom to tell you what, if anything, is holding her back. Or maybe she doesn't want to talk about it. But once she realizes that this isn't a ball and chain around her neck, it's just a job. She could get a part-time job. She could get a freelance job. She could get a work from home remote job. Once she realizes that it's not, chaining her in for her whole life, she'll feel better about it. And then I do get the Seven of Pentacles. She will work at a job that she actually does enjoy. And even more than that, she's going to enjoy having money. So she's going to do fine. But she does have to get over this thing. All right. Okay. So I was just checking here to see if we had any feedback about any of the readings. And yeah, Vicky said, okay, love this. You are all wonderful. Great. Okay, so let's go back to the starred questions. And let's see. Well, we'll try this one. Judy Stitches, I had you the other night on another show. I would like to know why I've been feeling out of sorts lately. It just started 2 days ago. I just feel like crying. I've been trying to figure it out, but I can't find a reason. Love you guys.
I have to say, Judy, been in that boat for the last 3 weeks. I could tell you, I would sit down to meditate in the morning and just put my hands up to my face and just break out crying in the middle of meditation, just releasing stuff, unnamed stuff, not from my reality that I can put my finger on, but it would just come up and it would just happen. And I think it feels like it's just, it can be also for humanity, but it feels like a purging of a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Just little pieces of this and that. You don't even have to know what it is, but feel the feelings and let it out. This kind of feeling of like either really deep grief or just, it's not unhappiness at all. It's got nothing to do with any of that. It's just a really deep sadness that has to be let go of. I don't know how else to say it, but it is happening for everyone. Well, everyone in their own timing, but because I don't think any of us are completely clear of all this, but just know this is happening and you're going to move through it. I know I did. I got through that part where now I meditate and I'm still in that blissful state and I stay there. I feel that happening. So, yeah, it lasted me, a few weeks, but yours might be shorter. Just drink. My guide said drink a lot of water because water really helps you move that energy. So that's just a tip for you. And just let yourself feel it. You don't have to figure it out. It's okay that you don't. You just feel the feelings and let it go. So,
You
yeah.
know, I totally agree with Val, everything she said. There's a lot of weird energy right now, and it's like static energy. It's just like highs and lows and ups and downs. And I think it has to do with like the sun. We're having solar storms
Solar
and
flares,
Solar
yeah.
flares,
solar flares, and then and the weirdness with all the is it
eclipses.
eclipses.
Mhm.
You
Yes.
know, that kind of energy is just, it can be high highs and low lows, and it's hard to find middle ground. So just know that it's gonna level out. It's going to level out. But it, you know, I think a lot of people are feeling this, of the just the weirdness that's going on in the world that we have absolutely no control over. So just know that it's temporary.
Absolutely.
Good.
This is, you're absolutely right, Cleo, in that a lot of people are going through this. I think the key thing that I would tell you, Judy, is don't suppress those feelings. Right. Let them come out, whatever it is, whether that feeling, if it feels sad, go with the sadness. If it feels joyful, like the tears of joy, go with that. Just acknowledge the feeling and don't suppress it. If you suppress it, it might take a little longer to kind of come out of it. The card that I pulled for you was the Book of Spells, and this talks about learn, seek advice, further develop your skills. So this could be a great opportunity to allow yourself to get into those feelings and to say, okay, where am I feeling that feeling? Does it hurt my heart? Is it in my stomach? Does it make my head hurt? And where do I think that feeling might have come from? And see if anything comes up. And if nothing comes up, that's okay too. Just acknowledge it, let it come to the surface, and then you can deal with it. It will leave, but it is going to get much, much better. Yeah.
Yeah. When your question first came up, Judy, the first thing that I thought is that perhaps you were really sensitive to the full moon that started yesterday. It's in Sagittarius, which is a mutable sign. So if you're Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Pisces, that full moon would have hit you really, really hard. And there's also a lot of activity going on right now with the asteroid Chiron, which is about deep past wounding and
Yes.
trauma and the clearing and healing of those traumas. So something may have really touched you at a very deep level. And I think what all the other three ladies just said already is just perfect. So I'm not going to, that's all I'm going to add to that. Okay.
Yeah, you know, and Judy, don't make any rash decisions right now. When you're in flux like this, major decisions should be held off until you're feeling a little more stable,
Mm-hmm.
and things will work out. Things are going to work out. Don't you worry.
Yeah. Good. Best of luck to you. Thanks for the question. Okay. Next question is Steph G question mark. Mark and I coming up. I'm not quite sure what that means, but we'll give it a shot. We'll read on it, I guess.
Okay. However this applies to you, Steph, the card that I got for you was the Sacred Vows. And this talks about commitment, devotion, belief system, prayer, so on. So if you're thinking in terms of, is this a relationship that is going to lead to something, I would say that it probably will. I would be very honest. This card also is like the Justice card in the tarot. So you will get out of it what you put into it. That's what I got.
Anybody else? You guys have anything?
I'm waiting for Val. I know if anybody's got anything, Val does.
Go ahead, Val.
I'm not quite sure if this is a relationship or what it is, but your guides are saying open up. But at the same time, you can open up your heart and open up to new things, but they're asking you to reassess it. Because sometimes when things are new like that, they aren't quite what they seem. And they're asking you to really ground yourself. So that means be present and really watch what's going on. Press the pause button, reflect on it, and think about it. And that's all I've got to say about it. So pause it.
And along with what Val just said, I've got pay attention, detach, and align. So whatever that might mean to you about Mark and you coming up, that's what I've got. It's a really vague question, so I have a hard time coming up with anything.
Yeah.
But that's what the cards tell me. Pay attention, detach, and align.
Okay. And I'm just leaving it up to these three ladies. All right. So
Way to whip out of that one, Colleen.
yeah.
Just kidding.
All right. So here's another one about starting a channel. If I start a StreamYard channel, I'm now overthinking about what topic this is in relation to Vicky's question. All right. I'll let everybody do their thing and let's see what we come up with.
Well, StreamYard isn't actually a channel. StreamYard is the service that we're all going through so you can see us. It's the videos service.
Yeah.
So, and you can use something else besides StreamYard, but StreamYard seems to be really convenient and seems to work. And if even I can figure it out, I suggest StreamYard is the way to go. If you're on the same level as where Vicky was at, if you're a psychic or some kind of if you're into metaphysical,
She's a channel.
she's a channel. Okay.
She's
So
psychic medium channel.
So for you just need to talk to your guides and find out what they want you to talk about. What can you offer to this community that would be, you can't, when you start something like this, you can't just have a topic. You've got to just expand your horizons and be willing to go for anything that comes to you that could be helpful. And you just remember that your guides will always help you to do something like this because they're really focused on YouTube right now. They're really focused on all the psychics here. And if you're getting that feeling, like I just said before with Vicky's question, if you're getting that feeling like it's something you should do, it's something you should do. But you do have to go through a few steps to figure out how to do everything. And that took me a long time, but like I said, StreamYard, it's not a StreamYard channel. It's a YouTube channel, and you use StreamYard to get on here to do the videos.
Yeah, StreamYard makes it easier to have multiple people on screen with you. I mean, you can use Zoom and just record it and then post it to YouTube, but it's not, I don't know that Zoom's connected with YouTube to do the multiple person thing. You can use just straight YouTube if it's just going to be you. But I think, like my sister said, StreamYard makes it extremely easy for people to collaborate.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're not sure what to do what I did and just lean on all these other people that know what they're doing.
Yeah. Did you see Vicky in the chat? I'd hit her up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably like a little help.
You know, and if you're trying to start your own channel, just you can learn from all these other people, because that's exactly what I did. I just stole all their ideas and just ask a lot of questions. So yeah, but it is a little bit. It's a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. But then I just didn't. I've never done anything like this before. So,
Yep.
But even if you haven't, you know, the same as me, just watch what other people are doing, get yourself on some of these shows, start to get your feet wet a little bit to see if it's something you really want to do.
And I have to say, Lisa, when you do this, give yourself a lot of compassion, because it really brings you into focus about seeing yourself on the screen. There's some critiquing you're going to do inside, and you need to calm that down. So be compassionate and stay open to what you want to bring in as a message, because your topics will change. You won't stay on the same thing. You can say broadly spirituality or whatever you want to do, but don't box yourself in, and stay detached. Once you have decided on what you're doing, don't evaluate yourself in a harsh way. Keep that compassion going for yourself, because this is something everyone who starts a channel goes through. No one is different in that way unless they're really professional. So just pay attention to all the details and get everything as lined up as you can. And then pause for a minute before you connect. Because you're going to take a deep breath, and that's all going to flow just how you want it to, just how it's meant to, not necessarily by your expectation, but just the way your guides want it to, because they're in charge.
Yeah.
Your higher self is in charge.
They are.
Yeah.
You know, and one thing you might not be aware of is that all these psychics, when we get together and we start doing readings, it's different than before. You weren't doing this. You knew that you had the gift of being a psychic, but when you're doing it all the time, it raises your energy level all the time. So that was one of the first things I noticed about trying to do something like this, is just, and it really helps when you've got all these other people to work with, because you get validation right away if you're going in the right direction, the wrong direction, or just having that level of energy come up. It's really a cool thing. So I suggest you do it.
Yes. Yep. Don't be afraid. You do not have to pick one topic. It's like we were talking earlier about getting the job. Yet you're not, no one is going to hold you accountable because you initially said that my topic is this, and that's what you have to do forever and ever. Choose many different topics, talk about different things, explore, always be open to new ideas and new things. And what is meant for you will come to you. It absolutely will. I got that the 9 of Pentacles, which I like, because it tells me that, yeah, this is something that prospers for you. I also get the Queen of Wands, and I love the Queen of Wands because she is full of ideas. She's sassy. She knows exactly what to do to get to where she wants and who are the people that she wants around her. This is, bring out your inner Queen of Wands and explore. Just explore. Try it.
Yeah, Lisa, I got really good cards for you, I gotta say. But before I tell you about the cards, I just have to say I've been doing YouTube. I started right when COVID started. I started my channel. Great timing, right?
Yeah.
And I think just about every year I have kind of changed up what my channel looks like, what I do with my channel. Obviously you gain more skills doing it the longer you do it, but I've changed things up quite a bit from what, I mean, people had been telling me I should do a channel for probably 5 years before I finally got off my ass and did it. And I was really surprised at how much I liked it. And I didn't even do it with other people for like 2 years until I lassoed my sister into doing it with me. I had been doing a few little collabs here and there with people. And then I just said, I got to do live streams. My daughters are telling me I have to do live streams and I'm scared to do it. So would you come on and do it with me? And she was scared too. So the first few videos we did together were just videos, but it was only two. And then we started doing live, and it was really cool because that energy raised up and we had great conversations. But even that has changed. But so back to you, back to your cards. I have a feeling that you are going to be really successful at this. And I feel that you are going to cultivate a little tribe for yourself. You're going to have a little group, maybe just 2 or 3 of you, maybe 4, but not a huge group. But you are going to have a group that you consistently work with once you get this kind of formed, and that's going to help you succeed. It'll give you someone, people to lean on and stuff, and they may be at the same level as you. They may have not very much experience either, or the 3 or 4 of you may ask people for help. But the 3 or 4 of you, that little tribe that you form, you're going to be sort of the den mother of that group, and you're going to be the one who provides the juice and cookies for every meeting. You know what I mean? Like you're going to kind of drive it. You're going to kind of keep things going. But the very first card that came out for you was the star. So I'm pretty sure that you're going to do this. You're going to like this. You're going to be able to see yourself on camera and not go throw up every time. I mean, I think you're going to be fine with the whole thing. And I think you're going to, you're not going to look at it as so much of a money making thing as more of a growth thing, more of a, this is my journey and this is what I'm going to do. You get right in the middle here, the Prince of Swords. So you're going to be putting out information that people want to hear, and you're going to put it out in such a way that it's just shy of being controversial, right? So it's interesting, and it's like catnip for cats. I mean, it's just going to be that kind of information that people really want to hear, and I think they'll really like the other people who are with you as well. And then, after you've been on for like a year or so, you got the Two of Wands. You're going to change things up a little bit. You're going to refine things. You're going to change your brand a little bit, but it's all going to be successful because the first card that you got was the Star. So don't forget that. This is really important, Lisa. Good luck to you.
Lisa, and also if you have any fear about doing this, I found that the psychic community here is the most supportive and loving group of people that I could have ever hoped to run into. I mean, if you think you're going to go on there and maybe make a fool of yourself or say the wrong thing, forget it. These people will support you. They will help you. They know what you're going through. And really, really, the people I have met on here, it blows my mind every time I come in here, just how wonderful they are, how supportive and loving they are. And it's a very safe environment to get into.
Yeah, believe it or not, even with the trolls, it is still a very safe environment, emotionally, spiritually. It's really nice. Okay, I'm just looking for other stuff here. So we're going to take that one down and go over here. And what do we have next? We have, did we already do one for Lorraine? I don't think we did. I had a comment by Lorraine that I wanted to put up. Yeah, this was back in relationship to the granddaughter getting a job. Be blessed with a job until the job comes to you. I love that. That is such a great little support thing. That's great. So Lorraine's question is, I would please love to know what's up with my ears. I get the ringing, and at times one ear completely goes silent and then begins to burn. Is that to mean incoming information? Pay attention.
Wow. Well, Lorraine, I have tinnitus, so I have that ringing all the time. I've had it for decades and decades. And it's something I've just learned to dismiss, because otherwise it just, you know, I know originally I was just like, oh my God, make it stop. Now, as far as the psychic stuff and connecting with things and the ringing in the ears, I don't know what the hell that means. I have found nothing consistent with that. However, I have heard other people talk about that they have uh, little symptoms of things like that might be in relationship to your connection with your guides.
Yeah.
Um, I don't really know. I just know that it's, you know, I have it like right now. It's just like, and
Mhm.
I just, you know, I've had it for so long. I ignore it. And actually learning how to ignore something like that has really been helpful for me, because it helps me to get focused onto something else. And that helps my mediumship. But I mean, somebody else here might have a totally different take on this, but I'm just coming from a place where I'm a person that has tinnitus.
Yeah, I agree with Cleo. And I think things like the burning after and all of that, that's could be unique to you or to a few other people. You kind of have to watch what happens as you're getting that and see what that reveals to you, whether that's your guides getting your attention or they're going to be telling you something. Somehow it sounds attention getting to me.
Yeah.
I'd say it's your guides getting your attention. That doesn't happen for me. So I can't, I occasionally have the ringing in the ears, but I don't have any of the other symptoms. But it doesn't mean invalidate what you're experiencing at all. So yeah, check that out and see what happens when you're feeling that.
Absolutely. If you're at all concerned about it, go see your doctor. You know, it could be something like wax buildup or whatnot, right? You just might
True.
need a good ear cleaning, or it could be your guides. If it's going to make you feel better to go see a doctor and say, I get this ringing in my ear, um, then at least you don't have at least you can know what it is, and you can trust that that's what it is. Um, the um, the messages that might come in, it sounds like downloads is what it sounds like. That's what you're getting, and they do want you to pay attention to those. But if you're at all concerned, yeah, go check out with the doctor, just so that you can say, yeah, no, there's nothing physically happening here. It's definitely my guides. And then you can pay more attention to it. Right?
Yeah, great. Great
Yeah,
advice.
that's very good advice.
Very good advice. Okay. So there was a question, or not a question, but I just wanted to put this up from Jana. Hi, everyone. The readers calm me and I end up more focused. It is good. I am going to lurk more.
Perfect.
So I love that.
Way.
And then there was something else, somebody, Tealin. Yeah, this one too. And it's not just for Vicky Howell, but also for, their
Yeah.
name has already gone out of my brain. The other person who's going to do it, Lisa. Um,
Yeah.
As Val quoted Yoda to me, there is no try, only do.
I did indeed do that.
And that is very close to my heart, because my little totem at the house here is Baby Yoda.
Perfect.
I have Yoda all over my house. Yoda and Buddhas, little mini Buddhas. I don't
Yeah.
know why. I'm Wiccan. I don't know, but I got the Buddha thing going on all over the place. You would love my house, you guys. I got little statuary from every sort of pantheon you can think of.
Good.
It's like I'm a equal opportunity worshiper. I just worship them
Yes.
all. I think they're all great.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
so
If it makes you feel good, yeah, take it home with you.
yeah,
Move it around you.
that's it. That's it. There was another one. Okay, so I can take that one out. And I just wanted to answer this really quick. Lorraine is asking, I watch your astrology crypts for horoscopes, waiting for these magic words. Okay, Virgo, you're in the clear. Will that be soon? The past 4 months have been absolute yuck. Well, there could be many reasons for that. And it's hard to make an overall astrological pronouncement not knowing your chart, but somebody up in the chat. Oh yeah, Kevin the Healing Medium and Arthur Ease Your Mind are both in the chat. Hi
Yeah.
guys. Hi, thank you for watching. And someone had mentioned, well, maybe when Jupiter moves into Gemini, that will help. Well, if you're a Virgo, then it's not going to help, because that's another immutable sign, and Virgo and Gemini are at odds. The signs are kind of at odds with each other. They're in a 90-degree angle to each other, which is challenging. So if you're the kind of Virgo that enjoys a challenge and you'd like to see things get bigger in whatever area of your life Gemini is in your chart, then yeah, okay, sure. I'll say, sure, that'll ease it up. But if you're the kind of Virgo that you don't like that, then it's going to be challenging. But Lorraine, clearly you need an astrologer, and I'm here to help you, baby. So
There
just
you go.
give me a call or go to my website. Let's get this done. Okay. Shameless plug on my part. I will just go ahead and unstar that little thing. I feel for you, Lorraine, but I can't do much without seeing your chart. All right. So let's go up here, and I don't know how many more of these we will get done, but I'm going to try to do a few more.
Absolutely.
Let's do Tanya Rose. What does Spirit want me to know or do in regards to my estranged daughter?
The first thing I get, Tanya, is just keep the just beautiful light flowing to her from you. This is the first thing that they're telling me. And that always see her and your relationship in beautiful light. And you can do that by picturing yourself and she in front of you in a big, huge bubble of light, however you want to say it, with light shining down, golden white light. What this is doing is shifting the vibration and keeping you in that energetic flow together. And you're also sending a message to the universe that this is what you are looking forward to, or you are stating to the universe, believe that this is happening. It will make the connection with her. You might find her calling you after something like this if you keep this up for a while. And like you're doing, you're asking for help. You can also ask your guides and angels to assist you as well. Because no matter what, you're her mom and she loves you. But know that when you do get together, leave the past behind and only talk in the present moment about how wonderful it is to see her and how wonderful and how is she doing, and be a listener, not a talker. Let her unburden herself and connect with you. And that will be a safe place for her to fall. And this is what she will be looking for. So that's my advice to you, Tanya. Thank you.
Wow, that is just perfect, Val.
It is,
I
Val.
totally agree with that. And I do get the feeling that one or the other, either you're going to get a hold of her or she's going to get a hold of you for some reason. And then she wants to unload on you, and you're tempted to dismiss it. Don't dismiss it. Don't dismiss it. Listen to her and just listen. Don't give her any advice. Just let her spew out whatever it is, so that you guys can get back to not being estranged. Yeah, I think that you guys are going to get together like fairly soon, like between now and the summertime, like August or something. Yeah, because she's got these other issues that she's confused the whole situation by throwing in a whole bunch of other junk that just doesn't even apply. And I mean, you would be tempted to, when she starts spewing this stuff, to say that doesn't apply, but don't do that. Just let her get it off her chest and say what she needs to say, because by the time she gets done with this conversation with you, she's going to be feeling a lot of relief. And I don't think you're the focus of the problem. I think she just is using you to I don't know, to get through whatever it is that she's going through. But yeah, sure. Your daughter actually, yeah, she does love you, and you love her, and I think this is going to get cleared up fairly soon. Like I said, maybe by August or so. So I hope that happens. Good luck to you.
Absolutely. I do agree with the ladies, and I think that this was something that um, she may have excuse me, made a few bad decisions that she is really scared that you are going to sort of stand in judgment of what she has done. And so she is afraid to approach you because the last thing that she wants to hear is told you so. So don't be that parent. Okay? What is in the past is in the past. You can let that go. You can start fresh. You can let her know that, you know what, making mistakes is part of living. It's part of our growth. It's part of what gets us to the next step. And that making a mistake just shows you one of the ways not to do the same thing again. So my feeling is that she needs to feel supported, and she needs to feel like there is no judgment, and that has to come from your heart. It really honestly has to, something that she has to feel. So if you put out the connection vibes, like Val said, right, I'm sure that energetically she will feel that, and she will come to you, and she will unburden herself, and she will do. And when she does that, just be supportive, shake your head, say, I understand, I support you, I love you, and do not let I told you so cross your lips.
Yeah. Yeah. So the few little cards I have just go along right along with this. You have to be the Knight of Pentacles, the slow and steady knight. You just have to consistently send that light to her. Do it like a daily ritual. Get up in the morning, form that ball of light around the vision of the two of you. End your day with the ball of light around the two of you. Just do it like a prayer every day, twice a day, 3 times a day,
Yeah.
and she will come to you. You've got the Page of Wands here, and look at the top of his little staff. Oh, it's a light.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's going to happen. Don't give up on your daily prayers and ritual, because if you give up, then she will give up. And the saying goes, for me, don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle. It's going to happen, and it's going to feel like nothing's happening, but it is going to happen. And the next card is the Chariot. This is her just pouring out her heart about everything that has gone on and what she really wants. And I thought, maybe I need to pull some cards to clarify. And this is hilarious what I got. The card that I pulled, this is an angel card, and it doesn't really have a specific picture for the card. It just has a whole explanation. And the explanation is light. Light illuminates darkness and gloom, bringing hope and inspiration. Okay, the whole card goes on like that. The whole back of the card has a whole thing about light. So I thought, okay, so then I'll pull something else and see what comes up. And yeah, okay, so I got the Sword of Light. So I just thought that was, let's just put a little cherry on the sundae there. The light is what the whole answer is about.
Yeah.
All right. Great. Beautiful. Thank you for the question and great answers, ladies.
Mhm.
Okay. So thing. Okay. So let's see what we got. So we've been on just a little over an hour. Can we do, how many more questions should we do?
I'm all right.
Yeah. 2, 3. We can do that. Okay. All right. So let me see here. Oh, that was the same thing. Okay, we got that. Oh, and Martha Bean gave somebody a super sticker.
Oh,
Oh, very nice.
Is that on me if it doesn't have the little link on there?
it's Martha Bean gave one to me. Thank you, Martha Bean.
Oh,
Yay.
very nice, Martha
Yay,
Bean.
yay, yay. Okay, great. Thanks, Martha Bean. Okay, Just chilling. See, well, I get on my feet. Da-da-da-da. Yeah. Okay. So let's do this one. Tanya Tube says, "Hi, all you lovely ladies. Can I get a general reading?" Why, sure, Tanya. Why not?
Okay. Generally. Okay. All right, Tanya, what I get for you is the Nine of Wands. Whatever you have just been through, you are through the worst of it. It is behind you. You can leave it in the past, and this is something to do with you walking away from something. And this, I think, Spirit is saying this is something that you had to go through, so it's okay. Don't feel like you're worse off than you were before. I also get the Six of Pentacles. So this is something that had to happen in order for you to be able to kind of recognize what's important and what's not. And sometimes what we need to do is we need to let go of certain things. And this was Spirit's way of coming in and helping you to let go of something that maybe you had been thinking about for a while, but just didn't have the courage to do. That's what I get.
Anybody else?
I really think I'm pretty much in agreement with what Marina said. There's something you've been balancing, but you're done with it. You've made a decision, and you've really done some improvisation to have it all work out. Here you are as the high priestess. So that tells me that you have a lot of skills. Don't just daydream and look at the random choices you have around you, because you have firepower. You are charismatic. You are the Queen of Wands. Get out there and make it happen. Celebrate the change. It's time.
Wow.
Enjoy yourself.
I'm getting the same kind of thing. You've been working on stuff. You have manifested what your goal was, or whatever it was you were manifest. Many. Excuse me. Let me start over. A number of things that you've been working on. But what has happened now is that you've completed that, and you can let go of that. And this creates a situation where it's a fresh new start. And you've really worked hard at something, and it's going to work out well now, because as long as you still stay focused, you don't have to go back to whatever it was you were working on, because you're basically done with that. But stay focused, and this fresh start will be it's like a new beginning. It's not something that encompasses your entire life, but whatever it is that you were aiming towards becomes tangible. It's right there. You can just reach out and take it now, because you've done the work. And really, it's very nice. It's a nice reading. It's a good thing for you. Just remember to stay a little bit focused, because now that you're done with something, you tend to let your guard down, and that's not a bad thing either. But you still need to stay on the right path, stay on the right road, but look forward to something fresh and new that you're just like, oh, I'm glad I'm done with that, because this is so much nicer. There you go.
Nice. Very nice. Okay, did everybody go?
Yes.
Okay, great. So I just had two oracle cards for you. A higher heart activation, that this is now, that thing that was in the past is really done. And now you can go into the healing that you need spiritually, rather than worrying about mundane things that have happened to you. And so you've done some healing, and that's really, really good. You'll continue to do that. And as you do that, you're also getting a Pleiadian activation coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. So look into the Pleiadians and see if that resonates with you. Look into just taking your vibration to a different level. Like, I won't just say higher, but a different level, because that's what all that nonsense was getting you ready for. Okay. All right. So let's see what else we got here. Okay. All right. Let's do this for T. Lynn. Will I get on my feet, return to work, and be able to move to more affordable housing by end of summer? Thank you. No, timing is difficult. Okay.
You may, T. Lynn, you may be trying to push something too soon. What I'm getting hung up on is, will I get on my feet? Okay, so I assume that you haven't been working for a little bit, but don't be discouraged if this doesn't happen in the timely way that you're hoping it will. It will happen, but it feels to me like you still need it. I don't know if you've been unwell, or if I'm not sure what's going on here, but you need to give yourself more time. Give yourself more, and be a little bit nicer to yourself about all this. I know there's a part of you that's like, I got to get back to work. Well, you do, and you will. It'll come. And then affordable housing, you need to get back to work just to get to that place for affordable housing, but you're pushing yourself a little too hard, a little too fast. And I know it feels like, well, no, I've got to do it now. Things will work out. The money and those kind of things are going to work out for you. It may not be as much as you want or whatever, but you just need to give yourself some more time, and you need to be a little bit kinder to yourself, and kind of like spend a day or so not even thinking about returning to work. Think about feeling well and having success in whatever it is you're trying to do. But no, by the end of summer, I think you're pushing it. By the end of the year, absolutely. That's what I get.
Okay, so T. Lynn, I see that you've suffered and that you're suffering with your situation with your illness, but I do see a little delay in plans, and actually an ending of a cycle, an ending and a transformation. But at the end of that, which could be, and timing is really tough, it could be, it's at least as long as Cleo said, maybe a little longer. We'll say it like that. I don't want to give you numbers. Yeah. But you will find that you will move to a place you really enjoy. And you will find your footing doing what you love. So this will all happen. I don't want to show you the cards, but I will. Here's your suffering. Here is the little bit of indecision, things not going exactly according to plan. Here's your transformation. Here is you sitting well as the Empress in your new abode, doing a job that you really enjoy. Be sure to be ready to receive that when it's time. Expand, but still protect your health and make sure all your ducks are in a row. And so that is the message that Spirit has for you from me.
Okay. I too got the 3 of Pentacles. This is you. Yeah. working with others, working in collaboration, and doing some of the groundwork and so on. And it explained to me, because I did pull an oracle card and I just couldn't quite see it. So with Val and Cleo's explanation, it all makes sense. When it comes to timing, it's not going to happen a moment before it is going to be for your highest good. So leave the timing up to spirit. Be ready for it whenever it comes in, and don't put those limits on yourself. Ultimately, things work out, right? You're the star, and it when this made me think of Christmas. When I saw that, I thought the Star of Bethlehem. So I think maybe I do agree with Cleo, maybe by the end of the year. The oracle card that I pulled was fairy magic. And what this talks about is um, taking things too seriously, being too down on yourself. That the fairy magic wants you to go out and explore things, find reasons to do something. Right? Go for a walk. If a friend calls you and says, "Hey, do you want to go to this new place for coffee?" Say yes. Go do it. Go do things that are fun. Buy yourself flowers. All those little things that you can kind of approach with gratitude and with laughter, with joy, and it is going to make the outcome much more pleasant for you. So, will these things happen? Yes, they will. And they're going to happen exactly when and how they're meant to. So, just enjoy the ride until you get there.
Well, these are great
Well,
readings, lady.
and T-Lynn says health issues and stomach
Yeah.
critical. Okay. Needs attention yesterday. Currently stay with son whose lease expires in August. I see now why you're feeling that pressure, because it's out of your control. You're banking on somebody else to do something. I wouldn't. This is for entertainment purposes only. I think that lease might be extended.
Yeah.
And so that would solve some problems, but it would be nice to know well before August, because I get how you're like, hey, we need a place to live. So that's kind of what I'm feeling with the lease. And then with the health issues, you really need to focus on that more than worrying about what's going to happen in August, because all that worry about the other stuff affects how you heal from your whatever condition you're dealing with. So I get the urgency. So just have faith that this is going to work out, because and believe, try to stay positive for yourself, for your own health. And hopefully this expiration of August for the lease gets extended, or maybe your son finds something better that he doesn't mind moving. And I could see that happening as well. I see something really good about the living situation, that is, you don't have to worry so much about August, but right now, yeah, it seems dismal. So try not to let that bring you down. There's something good happening with the living situation.
Yeah. T-Lynn, I'm guessing if you're watching this channel that you're a fairly spiritual person. And so the thing that I'm going to tell you may seem harsh, but I'm going to tell you. This is your challenge, right? So the universe gives you, or you chose to have in your contract, you chose to have these health issues, and you chose them to come at a critical moment where you don't really have time or resources to deal with it. But this is your challenge spiritually. Yes, physically, but spiritually. How do you keep yourself positive and optimistic and in a healing mode rather than in a fight or flight and panic mode about this? I think you need to dig deep into your own heart, love yourself, surround yourself with healing light. I know that usually for healing, I mean, you could go with green, you could go with white, you can You could go with blue for peace, but I think green is always a good choice for healing. And just make a daily ritual for yourself of surrounding yourself with green light inside your body and outside and surrounding your body. Just make it a daily habit, along with whatever else you have to do to take care of your health. But you need to really, really dig down into your soul and decide that you are an active participant in healing yourself. So all the things that the professionals are telling you to do them. All the procedures, all the tests, all the medicines, all the visits, do them. And every time you get to do them, bless your professionals around you. Bless yourself for having the courage to go and get that service. And then surround yourself and them and your entire body with green light. Because until things change for you, you're just going to feel this awful nagging, almost panic about your situation. And it doesn't have to be this way. You're not leaving the planet anytime soon. You're dealing with a health crisis. So actively participate in healing yourself, and also see and visualize you and your son in a beautiful place to live, or him in a beautiful place and you in a beautiful place. But as my sister said, something miraculous is about to happen. And part of that is going to be you seeing how you can turn that situation and look at it in a different perspective, because this is your life. You're designing it. You brought yourself to this moment, and now you can take active participation in healing yourself in this moment. And I'm not saying don't go to your doctors. I'm definitely saying get all the professional advice that you can, but also give yourself that leg up by using your spiritual power. You are a powerful human being, powerful. So use all of that. Many, many blessings to you. I'm sending you so much love and healing light. I'm sending you just beams and beams of green light, thousands of angels to surround you. And you can get through this. And by the end of the year, you will be in a completely different place. So that's what I have for you.
Wow, Colleen, that was really nice. And what she's talking about, that this is something that you're supposed to go through. I've been there, and I'm like, this is a mistake. I never intended to go through something like
Yeah.
that. And but
I'd like to see the manager, please.
exactly.
It's a
And
Karen moment. It's a Karen moment.
Yes.
and what you're hearing right now, you're just like, oh, please, I need something right now. If you follow what Colleen was talking about, when you get through all this, you are going to your own energy will be on a totally different level, because you'll understand exactly what we're talking about, that this just brings on such growth, spiritual growth, personal growth. And I see your outcome with your health issues becoming much, much more positive than they have been. And be sure to be grateful for all that, because that's the other key to getting through these kind of things, is gratitude. But yeah, listen to what everybody's saying, and good luck, and God bless you.
Yes. Many blessings to you, T-Lynn. Okay. All right. So we have a couple of these left. So I'm going to do this one with Luna, and then we have one from Book Bewitched. And then I'm sorry we didn't get to every question, but a lot of people came in even after 8 o'clock. And I stopped looking at questions like by way before that. So I apologize, but we're doing the best we can. And you should see my tap
Absolutely.
shoes. I've literally worn a hole in them. I've been tap dancing so fast. Okay. So let's do Luna Sparkles. Does John have anything to tell me?
Hang in there, Luna. Hang in there. You're doing the right stuff.
If you want something done, if you're waiting for a message that says, yeah, go ahead and do what you need to do, here's your message. Do what you need to do.
Very nice.
I got a weird message, you guys. So Luna, John is saying, he's showing me a picture of your bed, and he's telling you to make your bed. And I don't mean make your bed and lie in it. He's telling you to make your bed, like, get ready, get out there, keep your bedroom neat, pull the bed covers up. In other words, I think he's telling you to engage in social connections with people. Again, get out there in life if you haven't already, because that's the symbol for me when he's showing me that in Technicolor, by the way. And he is, yeah, and what I'm getting, bravery and healing. He's telling you to get out there and socialize. What does that mean? As much as you're going to allow and let this in, you're going to move through all of this. And he is right there beside you, helping you connect. So you're going to be making a lot of friends and social connections soon with his assistance. Let's say it like that. Look for miracles, because they're just about to happen. Look everywhere. So that's his message for you. Thank you, Luna.
Great. So, Cleo, did you want to add anything to your initial message?
No, I'm good. I love what Val just said and what Marina said.
Yeah, that was good. I don't have anything to add either. So, Book Bewitched has. So, Luna, I hope we answered your question. I know that was a little bit short, but I think we answered it. And thank you for the question. And then Book Bewitched, I'm not so sure this is really even a question, but she says, we all saw Trump leaving the stage, but now I feel ambivalence. What does this mean? Anybody care to comment?
You know what?
Oh, good. Go ahead.
It was so nutty. The whole thing was just so inappropriate and nuts that what I saw was a lot of people leaving the area, not just Trump leaving the stage. So.
They're talking about that rally, that last rally.
Yeah, that's what
Marina was talking about. Okay. All right. I missed that. Okay, go ahead.
Just.
You know what? I think we have all gotten to the threshold of what we can handle, and we're just kind of like, okay, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. Can we? I have appointments, lunch. Can we get this over with? Yeah.
And I got allow it to happen and just receive the gift. That kind of says it all, right?
Yes.
He left the stage. Be happy about that.
Surrender into the beauty of everything.
Yes.
So
yeah.
I think that's where we have to, we're kind of PTSD.
Yes.
And we haven't really gotten to the place where we could enjoy the fruits of this time. So even though it's going to happen soon, maybe in a few days, maybe next week, we still might not really feel it in our body, mind, and spirit for a little while.
Well, and you know how we're always telling people, for the law of attraction to work, you have to allow it to work. You have to not just act on the law, but you have to allow the whole thing, and it might come in a different form. We've all been manifesting this, and so now we have to allow for him to not just leave the stage, but leave, civilized society and go be secluded somewhere where he can't mess anything up.
Thank you very much.
Right? Yeah.
Whatever happens with the trial, he'll appeal it. So it just is ongoing. And
he won't win the appeal. So I'll be satisfied with the verdict of guilty.
It's all fake news.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No one has ever been treated as badly as he has.
No, never. No. Except for every other narcissist that ever went through the legal system. But don't forget too that his appeal has to be accepted by the appeals court.
Yeah,
He doesn't just automatically get to appeal.
true.
They have to have some basis for the appeal, and that's where he could get tripped up. I mean,
Well, he's already coming up with a multitude of them. That the judge is a crooked judge. That
which isn't a basis for the appeal.
No,
Oh, okay.
you got to have proof.
Because Marchand has been very smart. He's gone back
Yes.
to the appeal courts and said, advise me on this. You know, he's claiming that I'm biased. How do I prove I'm not biased? And they're like, you've already done it. You're fine.
Yeah.
He went
Yeah.
twice to them. So
Yes.
he can't get the appeal based on that. He has to get it based on something in the case, some issue of the case that he says was wrong, or that they didn't prove it, or that it was worded weird, or that they didn't dot an I, or, you know, they have to accept it. He doesn't just file for appeal and just get it.
Right.
The reason he files for the appeal is because they review it and they decide whether he gets the appeal or not.
Yeah, and appealing by saying I don't like the judge's decision is not grounds for appeal.
It does have to have a legal reason, and I like that Colleen could spell that out for us. And yeah, and there's no real. This is an ironclad case, folks. It really is. They have all the evidence. There really isn't any defense to any of it anyway, and that's why they didn't present a defense.
Yeah, that's right. They're presenting.
You can call that.
It's terrible.
Yeah, the
Very
Megan
weak,
Boyer
very
wasn't
thin.
it?
Yeah. So you feel ambivalent, Book Bewitched? Okay. You know, maybe that's your transitional emotion until you get to. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
I know I'm getting to the point that his antics are starting to, exceed the limits of my medication. So
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But, I'm still PTSD from, 2016. So I don't want to believe that anything's in the bag, because I don't want to be disappointed. I don't want to be shocked that, oh my God, they just dismissed the whole case. What? I mean, I don't want that to happen.
I think we're all like that. We're
Yeah.
kind of stuck in that limbo land of not, we have a foot in every side and we don't know what.
exactly.
Even tarot card readers, just as readers, we're just like, I don't even want to make any sort of prognostication because it's just too loony. It's just
And also they can just, it's so sneaky with the law. It's so tricky with the law, and that he can just keep coming up with stuff to interfere with finally getting to where we want to get to, which is find him guilty and then sentence him somehow. We all want to see that.
Yeah, we do. We all want to see that. Well, his cards are not good. That's for sure. His cards are not good. This is costing him an arm and a leg. I just want to know, at what point is the RNC and the super PACs and everything just going to say, oh, we're out of money? And or his attorney's just saying, we're not showing up today because you didn't pay us. Like, at what point does that happen? I think it should happen. Clearly, I think it should happen.
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
So annoying. It's just so annoying. Well, that's all our questions, ladies. Well, not all of them, but we've been on for an hour and a half. Nobody's going to watch this video if we make it much longer. But I did want to show you a couple of these very positive comments that we got. Denise Mullen said, ladies, it's been such a joy to listen to you and your wisdom and teachings. XOXO. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. And Tanya Rose put in two comments about our readings. She just said, thank you. This means so much to me. And she also said, thank you ever so much. You've given me so much hope and direction now. Love to you all. So I'm really, really happy about that. Yeah, it means a lot to us, obviously, to hear your comments and to hear how our readings hit for you, even if they're difficult to hear. We want you to take away from it as much well, wisdom as we can. It's not us, it's the guides giving us the wisdom, but we do want to give you as much information as we can. And I'm just really grateful for this platform. And I'm really, really grateful that all of you joined us tonight and put your questions in the chat and that we were able to answer them to the best of our ability, right?
Yeah.
So we'll be back when are we coming back for the Cool Crone Oracle? I think it's in about 2 weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. June 7th. No, June 14th. Yeah, so we'll be 3 weeks.
June 14th?
Yeah.
Or 7th?
Yeah, we don't have a show on the 31st of May, on Friday,
Right.
31st. So Polyterology is the 7th and the Cool Crone Oracle is the 14th.
Okay. All right. I will have to adjust my calendar.
Yes. So thank you everybody for coming and hearing the show. I didn't have to do the gong once. Honestly, I didn't. I couldn't manage it. So if you weren't here during the reading, then okay, hallelujah, you got to. But thank you so much. I appreciate everybody's being here and participation. And you ladies' readings were just outstanding. Just outstanding. They were just really, really good. I think the chatters really appreciated them too. All right, so we'll see you on, what did I say, June 14th?
14th.
Everybody take care, and
See you later.
I will play us out. Here we go.